Hi, I'm Dave. Welcome to the shop. It's a Sunday, so not much happening here today. Just is kind of a quiet day. Try to catch up on things that didn't get done during the week. So, one of the things is we've been tumbling rocks because we needed something different to do, right? But we've been tumbling rocks, and every now and then you run into a rock that just all kinds of things. Rocks that we bought, rocks that we find. Find some really interesting rocks. There's a lot of diversity of rocks. Glacier brought a bunch of rocks across the New England down to our beaches, where the water and surf sorts them out and sort of slightly rounds them a little bit, finishing up what the glacier started. Anyway, so we pick up rocks. They're interesting, and some of them have flaws that our old grinding system won't take care of. So it's I bring them to the shop and I slice them up. I've got a diamond saw and I slice them up, and some of them are interesting enough that I think sliced up into slabs, this will make those lines a little bit more interesting. So we'll do that. That's a little side project. Take me about an hour to cut those up. Got a bowl. I guess I can show you. I got a bowl I turned the other day. Got a coat of shellac on it and 2 coats of tung oil on it, tung oil varnish, and I think it's ready for steel wool and wax. So that'll happen next. Take that home. Came up kind of nice. I've kind of fallen a little bit in love with this recurved edge, slightly turning it out. Makes it appear thinner also, but this is like, around 1/4 of an inch thick. It's kind of nice, light. Cherry. Anyway, we've got other stuff in the shop just hanging around. The push on a gimbal, hopefully this won't make you sick, but you can see some upside down caps to pillars. One's upside down, one's right side up, and a couple of capitals. I'll swing you around so you can see them. So this is upside down capital. It's Ionic capital to a doorway of a house, a 1813 house in Portsmouth. And another capital over there. They've been cleaned and painted, repaired, all kinds of things done to them, and they're ready to go back out. There's a template and plywood you can see on the floor here that is for the arched doorway, the arched trim around this doorway that those capitals and post caps are part of. We've got stuff laying about everywhere. We're right at the moment sort of exploding that piece there that had little modillions, little bracket-like pieces, like dentals, I guess, on it. We've labeled them all because while that's arched in an elliptical form, all the little modillions actually were plumb, so they were all specially cut to fit that. But that's a bunch of pieces. It's coming apart, and we're going to make a replica of it. We've been working on that for a while. Anyway, and then piles of, someday I'll get to wood there, and over here is a, someday I'll get to it, pile of pieces that are going to become part of a bookcase out of some wormy copper beech, and a jointer that at the moment is a better table than a jointer, which I think is shame on me, but I'm not certain. Anyway, so I got to get back to that, get some wax on that cherry bowl. This is one of the simplest and most rewarding things that I do, which I guess makes sense. Simple and rewarding. But steel wool takes all of the little bits of dust, because it's a dusty shop, you probably can tell that. The steel wool cuts all of that dust that got caught up in the finish just from being in the air, and smooths it out. The steel wool does a great job. The wax that's in this, I use regular, who knows what kind of paste wax, whatever they sell at the store, wax. But the wax acts as a lubricant and as a final polish. Pretty cool. And I'm in that stage where there's nothing here on this surface. The surface is completely covered with finish. how to say that. So I don't have to worry about going, in quotes, the wrong direction on the grain of the wood, because I'm not touching the wood at all in the process of doing this. I'm only buffing the hopefully top coat of varnish, tung oil varnish. I can't imagine that I'll get through it. The layers are thin, but you know, I'm not taking much off. Anyway, so there's that. That's waxed, buffed, and now I'll get a rag. Just happen to have one, and give it the old, you know, rub it back and forth sort of buff job. I'm guessing you're probably supposed to wait a little bit longer on the wax to harden a little bit more. I think that allows you to leave a little bit more in place, but I'm really not that concerned. And that's that. That is waxed, buffed. It is smooth, silky, silky, silky smooth. I can't imagine why anybody would want any other kind of finish on anything. It's that kind of silky smooth. Pretty nice. Okay, there's a spot right here. I'll do that again. And that'll be that. So this will go home and go into stock. You know, who knows what it becomes. Christmas present, something. Anyway. Or dinner. Could use it for dinner tonight. If you like wax. Anyway, great stuff. Now I'm going to go saw some rocks. Got another piece of wood chucked up in the lathe. A little bit larger than this. I think I'm going to make a little bit larger size of the same shape. Kind of going for the shape at the moment. This cherry I bought from a grandson of a guy. You know how that goes. That didn't make it through it all in his barn woodpile. So I bought this. So it's, you know, it was probably 30 years old when I bought it. And I think I bought it 10 years ago. So, you know, when stuff you don't actually need, you have on hand for a while. Anyway, yeah, that keeps getting better. So, this is dry, it's stable, it's thin, it will probably never crack. Sometimes, I've got a couple of bowls that cracked. You ask it too much. This one's pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you the next time. We'll get something done. All right.